Oh,
Hello.
how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Well, I appreciate you for taking time out coming on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of curious. What are the 30 balloons for? Was that a birthday or is that like a podcast
Yeah,
milestone?
birthday. My birthday just passed like a month
Okay,
ago.
well, happy belated.
Thank you. So for the people on my platform that don't know, you want to tell them a little bit about your brand and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm an artist. I make pop music, a little R&B infusion here and there. I mainly write about love, my experiences with love, because my entire love life has just been a travesty. So kind of helps me to work through that difficult stuff, putting it into music. And I'm really just all about self-exploration, and advancement, really. I like to talk with people about their problems, about their life, figure out how to move them forward. That's something I really enjoy doing. So yeah, just all about people, really.
Right, that's dope. What inspired you to do what you want to do, do what you do now?
So I was involved with music from a young age. I would say probably from third grade. I was doing musicals and plays and stuff like that. I did band. I was in three choirs in high school. But I never really thought that it was going to be my career. I actually went to college for marketing. And I met somebody while I was in college who I still produce with now. His name's Joey D. He's my main co-producer. And he was like, "You're a great singer. Why aren't you singing?" And I said, "That's a really great question. I don't know." So from there, we kind of started on our own journey together. YouTube University kids, just trying to figure it out. And here we are 5 years later, just still building and way more knowledgeable than we were before. So we're hitting it full force.
That's dope. Shout out to Joey D. He's in the live right now.
Yeah, hey, hello.
So, what single of yours do you feel like kicked your career off?
Kicked my career off. I would probably say Die for Me. I think that one came out in 2020, so it's been about 2 years now. But that was really the one that everybody loved. And it's so funny because I made it so fast. Like I wrote it in like 10 minutes. We had the whole beat done. I think literally everything produced and done in like 4 or 5 hours. And I didn't think much of it at the time. I'm just like, oh, I like this song, let's put it out. But that was the one that really kind of kicked off my fan base. Like I had a lot more people on my social media paying attention to what I was doing. Um, and since then, everything's just been going up. I think Die For Me was probably the one that kicked it all off.
Dope. What inspired you to write that one?
A past relationship, of course. Because I'm the kind of person where I wish I was the person that when something bad happened to them, they're like, "Oh, we're broken up, we're done, you're out of my life." But I'm totally not that person. I'm like, "Oh, well, let's work on it. Like, what was the problem? Did I do something wrong?" So the whole song is like, "Would you lie for me, try for me, cry for me, and die for me like I would for you?" And it's basically kind of like begging this person, "Please stay. I know that things aren't right, but we can fix it." So yeah, that was about my first ever relationship.
Dope, dope. As far as your brand, I know you said you have like a producer partner. Is it just you, or you have like a management and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I do have a manager. My team's kind of small right now. That's one of my goals, is to build it out this year, this coming year. So I have Joey, who's my main co-producer. I produce as well, so we work really well together. We speak the same language, so that's why we've stayed together there for so long. And my manager, Shantae, she's really awesome. I've had her around really for about a year, but only officially as my manager for 6 months. Because I had won a competition at Full Sail University. And basically, they give you a whole team of students to help you with like marketing, social media, management, all that kind of stuff. So she was actually in that group. And then after that came to a close, she was like, "Hey, I want to be on your team for real," which was pretty awesome. So she's been great. But right now, it's just really the three of us. But like I said, I'm really trying to build it up this year. That's one of my main goals. So.
Yeah, that'll be dope. What's your newest single that you're promoting right now?
So I just released an EP called Love Like This. Um, so I'm kind of just promoting the project as a whole. I haven't really pigeonholed on one single for sure. Because a lot of the songs on there were previously released, and I added 3 new songs to fill it out and give it like a whole story. Um, so really just promoting Love Like This as a whole, and I am coming out with a project around Valentine's Day. That'll be kind of like a shorter EP, 2 or 3 songs. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. But as of now, Love Like This. And I just am recovering from a sinus infection. It was so bad this past week. I've been down for like a week and a half. So I'm just now getting back into real life. It feels good to be here talking to you, and not on my couch sleeping.
Right.
So
Yeah, those
it's
are
nice
bad
to be
too.
back in it. Yeah.
What's a few things that you haven't done yet with your brand that you want to do?
I think, hmm. I definitely want to do more shows. I live in Nashville, so of course there's so many musical things happening every single night. And I've done a lot of open mics, but I think I would like to do more like planned shows instead of just, last minute, oh, I'm going to go out and sign up for the open mic. I want to just find some artists that I feel like our brands match or mesh and try to get on with them and just try to really just build my fan base. I have a pretty great group of people right now, but of course you always want to reach more. So
Right. That's dope. What's some advice you could give? Because I always like to ask my guests like some motivational, inspirational questions. Or what's some advice you could give to somebody who wants to become an artist or start a brand?
be ready to work hard. I think that's
Right.
the biggest thing because, if you want to take it seriously, if you want it to be a career, then you really have to put legitimate time and effort into it. They always say 10,000 hours makes you a master. I've been doing this for 5 years and I'm not even at that point yet. Um, so it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline. Um, you got to be your own boss. I think a lot of people don't realize that that's really what it is. Like nobody's telling you what to do. You're making the plans. You are the CEO. So you just gotta, I don't know, learn a little bit about business, keep yourself accountable, and just go for it. Anytime you have free time, you got to be learning something. Because if
Right.
you let the time pass you by, you'll be 40 and be like, wow, I'm not as far as I wanted to be. So it's all dependent on you, and you go as far as you can take yourself through hard work.
Right.
So
Right. Good advice. We know I don't want to take too much of your time. I really appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
absolutely. Like I said, I'm really happy to be here, just back in the real world, talking to people. It's nice.
Right. Absolutely. Maybe we could do another interview soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hit me up whenever.
All right. Definitely. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
All right. Take care.